Hello, fellow Aquarians. This is Clarity 1129. Welcome to your February 2023 monthly predictions. Wish you a very happy birthday and wish everything that you ever dreamed for come to you. All right. I hope this month is going to bring you every happiness, and whether anyone else celebrates it or not, do celebrate yourself. All right. Wishing you an abundance of everything that's nice. It's a lovely time too, because both the retrogrades are over, Mars as well as Mercury, and it just finished before the Aquarius season, which started on the 20th. Yes, and this last retrograde finished on the 18th of February, and for some time there are going to be no retrogrades, so you can make most of this situation. All right. Now we will be following the usual format, and I'm going to be taking out one card from the Moonology deck for the overarching energy of the month. There are a few changes I'll tell you as we move along. And you get, wow, how I love this card. You get full moon, surrender to the divine. And this brings so much calm to, it's almost as though the universe has your back. Just don't think too much. Overthinkers of the zodiac, just let it go. Just leave it to the divine. Everything is fine. I'm going to be using the Modern Witch Tarot, and I am going to, pull out 4 cards. Oops, why did this go off with my shuffling? Of course. I'm going to be pulling out 4 cards from here, one each for general outlook, love, romance and relationships, career and finance, and spiritual growth. So for your general outlook, you get the 3 of Cups, beautiful energy. For love, romance and relationships, the 3 of Swords, not so beautiful. Don't click off. I'm sure something nice is coming up, and I've got something to tell you. For your career and finances, you have the 4 of Swords. And last but not the least, for your spiritual growth, you get the 2 of Cups. Beautiful energy, actually. For those of you who have been looking at tarot readings for a while, you've got one eyebrow raised and you're wondering what's so beautiful. Wait, we shall tell you. Now, what's different in this time's reading and from readings hereafter is that usually I used to take out one oracle card each to amplify or clarify your overarching energy as well as this general outlook. But from this reading onwards, we are going to also be clarifying the others with oracle cards, so you have more information. All right. So let's begin with taking out one card from the Lenormand deck to further amplify and or clarify your overarching energy, my dear Aquarians. And you get Bear. The number 15 or the number 6 could be relevant to you. I would like, I'm getting so many intuitive hits this time with this February 2023 predictions that it's uncanny. All right. So for a lot of you out there, you will also be very tapped in during this time. Maybe your crown and your third eye chakra are open. You're receiving a lot of downloads without realizing it. It's actually been pretty powerful for me at this time. Now let's see. I've got my eyes closed and I'm going to pick out 2 cards from the tea leaf fortune telling cards to further amplify and or clarify the general outlook. Here we have 1 card and a 2nd card. All right, here. What do we have? We have bouquet, compliments from an admirer, always welcome. And we have bridge, successfully overcoming a problem. Now that sounds lovely. Wonderful. Now for love, romance and relationships, I'm going to take out 1 card from the romance angels to further amplify and or clarify the 3 of swords. Let's see what's happening. We get, make the effort. Great love is worth taking steps you're guided to take. All right. Oh, okay, I see the theme here. For your career and finances, you get the 4 of swords. Okay. I really admire those readers who shuffle without making noise. When I listen to my own reading, and I really apologize for loud noises that comes, especially if you're hearing it with headphones, which I always write in my description box that you should. But my shuffles are so loud. And I keep wondering, some of them are so, you don't even realize that they're shuffling. It's so quiet. Wonder how they do that. Anyhow. Here, so for your career and finance, you get the festival. Creates an energetic blueprint for a fantastic party or event. Okay, this is what Capricorn's got as well. Last but not the least, we are going to be taking out 1 card from the Soul's Journey Oracle to further amplify and or clarify our spiritual growth. All right. Oh my God, look at this. Look at the synchronicity. Balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. Beautiful energy. All right, my dear Aquarians, let's begin. This is the general reading. I'll finish with this before I take out advice cards and whatever else that is waiting for us. All right. So to begin with, the overarching energy is surrender to the divine. So you may have wonderful ideas, you always do. You may be thinking a lot, you always do. You may be overthinking, you always do. So my dear Aquarians, whatever it is, finally, when it gets to the place where an anxiety sets in, if you can't stop yourself, that is before that, if it reaches this place of anxiety, at least then just let go of this energy. Come to the here and now. Know that the universe has your back, and whatever is going to come is going to be way better than you could ever imagine, you could ever fathom. All right. This is the main message for the month of February. This is the overarching energy. No matter how happy times are or low times are, you be in this energy of equanimity. All right. You know that you are protected, and so you just carry on and just go with the flow. All right. I know it's easier said than done, but nothing is all that easy ever, is it? Now with this bear card here and the number 15. Now the number 15 is the devil card, and the number 6 is that of the lovers. All right. And with this bear card here, what I get is, and this 3 of swords here, the 3 of cups here. The way things are playing out, I feel that this has got to do with your love, romance, and relationships. All right. With this 3 of cups energy here, someone got the cards exactly like this without the 3 of swords. They got the 3 of cups and the bear. I don't remember who, it doesn't matter really. But the fact is, I mean, it doesn't matter in the sense that that is their message, this is your message. But the thing is that I feel there is someone from your past whom you've been wanting a reconciliation with, and it's coming, all right? And you need to make sure that if you are reconciling, if you are actually coming, whether it's for a closure, to move away from each other, or to actually reunite, whichever way it is, make sure that you break old patterns. It is imperative for you to break patterns, otherwise you will get into the same cycle again and things will go terrible, and then there will be heartbreak. So you are being asked to remember that heartbreak that happened, why it happened, why you're in separation, why this person is your ex and someone from the past. It's because of a reason. All right, so don't let that reason play up again. So if you have a reconciliation, make sure that the boundaries are in place and you don't go back to the same cycle. All right, so this is just one message for those of you who resonate with it. I think a lot of you will, because this is also the general outlook. Now for the general outlook, you get the 3 of Cups. This is wonderful time. This is Aquarian season. Most of February is before we move into Pisces. And so there's going to be a lot of celebration, maybe your birthday parties, other parties, Valentine's Day, so many things to celebrate. So you are in this energy, and this is also the energy of making peace with, people whom you've had falling outs with, or generally, even if you can't actually meet them or speak to them and have that closure in your mind, you've just forgiven them and let them go, and you are coming into this wonderful spirit of harmony and peace. And also with this could be reconciliation by maybe this person from the past that I was mentioning. You could meet them at a place wherein you're celebrating, or some outdoor event. All right. With this bouquet here, compliments from an admirer, it could be this person, or it could be someone else, or it's someone, if you have a social media platform, or any someone's watching you, and you just might get compliment maybe for the way you whatever it is that you work, what you do, or how you are. Maybe you're walking down the street and it could be just something as simple as a stranger just liking what you wear. It could be anything, but you are going to get some sort of compliments from admirers. You will actually make heads turn, which is wonderful. And along with that, successfully overcoming a problem. So I feel if there is this energy where you've had a falling out with a friend or a romantic partner before, and this person's coming around for a second chance, chances are that you will successfully overcome this problem. All right. Coming to love, romance, and relationships, and you get the 3 of Swords and make the effort. All right. Sorry for shaking the camera. I shall take a sip of water. Tea is over. And what does this say? For those of you who are single, it's possible that you've been dealing with a heartbreak and you really are not looking for love at this time. That's what it seems to me. All right. That's something is weighing heavily on your heart, and you want to process it before you start looking for love. So you definitely are not actively looking for love. And with this make the effort card, if this person who's broken your heart decides that, or they feel that what they've done was wrong, or that you are too precious, and that even if it is, they feel that, when you have a falling out, it's never just one person. Usually it's one person, they trigger the other person, they get triggered, and it's always a two-way street. All right. But after the split is over, you're sitting in this energy. Maybe this person wants to come back and say they're sorry, and, or come back, and they're taking the effort to come back to you. This is for a few of you who've, are wanting this person to come back. Now, that is why this card is here, the bear and the number 15. Maybe they come to you with a bouquet, maybe they come to, patch things up, but you are being asked to actually sit and speak to them, try and overcome the problem, but there is no pressure on you to get back with this person. All right. If you find, those red flags, if you find those warning bells, your intuition is telling you, no, 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 this is not it, and this person is going to slip back into that energy. I'm not telling you to meet this person with preconceived notions. Don't meet them with a closed heart. Otherwise, you'll always pre-decided, you would already be judging them before they can actually come back. If they are a changed person and they do come back, you can allow them in, take your own sweet time to process and move this thing forward if you want to. All right? But either ways, if you finally decide that no, this isn't working for you and you need to just move away from here, then have your closure amicably, forgive the person, forgive yourself, and just know that this situation was a learning process for the two of you. Think of the good times, be grateful for it, and even the bad times, just know that it was a lesson for you and just move on. All right? For some of you, you are hurting and you want and you feel that there was more potential in the connection and you want to reach out. All right. And I feel for those of you who want to reach out, you may have to make that effort to actually send an apology if you feel that there's something that you have done wrong, or you just want to ask for a second chance. But don't do this from a place of codependency. Because what is very important for you to realize is that you are very important. The next person is very important too. And you have to be complete in yourself. They are not here to complete you. You are complete in yourself. You're a complete package. You are your biggest cheerleader. You do not need them. You want them. But if you are going to, again, go to them because you can't do without them, you're missing them, your life is terrible without them, and things like that, if you feel that you're being codependent, then do not go and make that effort to go and, bridge the gap. When you feel the strong emotion of love, send it telepathically, but do not reach out. Reach out only if you've done that work, only if you know that you will not slip back into that same pattern again, wherein you hurt yourself, you hurt them, or they hurt you and they hurt themselves, whichever way it is. All right, so use your discernment, my dear Aquarians, and don't go back to that cycle again. Just let it go if it's not meant for you. All right. For those of you who are already in partnerships and in marriages, I'm sorry, could you hear my tummy rumble? I shall take a sip of water. I'm trying to be a little strict with my diet. Well, for those of you who are in partnerships or in connections, chances are that your partner or you say something which hurts the other person. And you've got to decide, whether your ego is more important or the love that you share is more important. All right. And sometimes you got to see things from a different point of view. All right. So if you do feel that this person is someone you want to stay with and this person is important, then you can make the first, take the effort to make the first move and patch things up, to apologize if required, and don't let your ego come in. All right. The thing about Aquarians is that they're fair and they do see the larger picture. But they also, for all their fairness and all the sweetness that they have and all the love they have for everybody around them, when they actually lose their temper, they can be very cold, and their tongue can be a sword in itself. All right, they can really cut people off. And when people are close to you and they invested in you, when you cut them off, it could be a simple sentence, it could be a very sarcastic remark, but it can actually hurt people who are invested in you. So you need to take a look at this and, take responsibility for your side of the thing. All right. Now, in case you are at the receiving end from somebody, You need to let them know that this is not acceptable. Have your boundaries in place. And if they are making an effort to apologize, I mean, if this has been happening over and over again, like it has happened in the past, maybe with somebody else as well, then you need to actually detach from the situation. Ask yourself why you're getting into these patterns over and over again. Maybe you need to work on your inner child. All right. So this is something that you need to do at this time. Understand yourself better. Understand what hurts you. Understand what triggers you, why it triggers you. If required, speak to a friend. If required, find a counselor, or just find your answers sitting in nature. But find those answers so that you can deal with these negative energies once and for all right? And they don't keep coming to haunt you. For your career and finances, you get the Four of Swords. You're being asked to take a break, my dear Aquarians. All right, you've been working really hard for quite some time now, and you are being told to actually take a break, detach from whatever it is that you're doing, so that when you join back, you take a small vacation if you have to, you come back with fresh ideas. You come back with a new perspective on things. You come back with wonderful ideas. You're well rested. As it is, Aquarians tend to be overthinkers. And if you're at it, brainstorming, continuously doing things, you need to sometimes take a break. And this is what you're being asked to do. All right. I'm sorry I've shaken the camera. And you get the festival creates an energetic blueprint for a fantastic party or event. All right. So it could be that there's something great happening as far as your, something, depending on what you're doing, what kind of job you do, there is some big event coming up and you need to be there for the event, and you feel that, you're indispensable for this thing. Even if there is an event for some of you out there, take a break before the event is concerned. Before the event happens, take a break and let the concerned people know that, you really need this break. If you want to act and give your best ideas and work the best that you can, you need a break. All right. For others of you, and that you will come back well in time for this event. For others of you, if the event is just round the corner and you can't, attend it, if you take leave right now, it does not matter. Your health is more important than anything else. Work happens only if you are fine, right? And this is where you need to take a break before you dive right back in for anything else. All right. And if this particular event is very important, make sure you take a break. If you can't take it before, make sure just after it's over you take a break. But you really need it. This is from the universe. All right. You need to take a break. Now for your spiritual growth, what is coming up? You have the beautiful Two of Cups, and along with that, balance. Both these cards talk about balance. And what balance is this? This is not someone offering you a cup. This is you. Your yin and yang is coming into balance. Your masculine and feminine energies coming into balance. Your heart and your mind are being on one page. You are coming in complete alignment with the universe, with your higher self, with your inner child. Beautiful energy, because you are going to work through all those difficult energies. You're not running away from them, and you're surrendering to the divine, And this is going to be beautiful because as above, so below, and as within, so without. And you're just allowing to go with the flow. All right. So there will be difficult energies. I am not saying there won't be. Yes, it is your birthday month. So there is going to be a lot of party, celebration, a lot of lovely things happening, reconciliations happening. But there are also going to be a few difficult energies. And if there's a lot of partying for some of you and a lot of happiness and a lot of whatever, again, you may be reaching burnout because you're just at it continuously. So take some time to rest. All right. And come into balance. This is a beautiful time for you. Because when you're in your Aquarian season, basically it's your first house we're talking about. It's about the self. So you need to do things that are important to you. And this is a great time to come into balance and take stock of your entire life so that now you can move forward with your best foot forward and, work through the rest of the year. All right, so this is beautiful energy. Now I'm going to take out an advice card, each one from the Botanical Inspiration and one from the Spirit Animal Oracle. And let's see what you get, my dear Aquarians. And you get lily, majesty and virtue. The lily is the emblem of the emblem rare of many virtues, good and rare. All right. Yes, rare is all what Aquarians are about. You are one of your kind. All right. You think out of the box. You've got a heart that can encompass the entire world. All right. It's not about just I, me, myself. That's not the kind of person you are. And you are very virtuous, but you also are a person, and you need to give yourself credit for that. All right, give yourself that time and that kindness that you would show everybody, and surrender to the divine. All right, if you feel that this is all that you have to do, I think as soon as this reading is over, I'm not going to do Pisces till I go and have a snack, because my stomach is really making noises, and I'm kind of embarrassed now if it's going to get picked up by the camera. I'm trying to make extra noises so that you don't hear. I am not someone who can control their hunger, so it's been quite a struggle. All right, so what do you get? You get hawk. Oh my God, look at that. Surrender to the divine and hawk spirit. Let spirit be your guide. I think Capricorn's got this as well. Not that it matters to Aquarians what a Capricorn got, unless that is your moon or your rising sign. Then that's going to be the added confirmation for you that yes, please, surrender to the divine and know that all is going to work out perfectly the way, in a way better than you can imagine. Because when spirit takes over, and then you are going to get so much, you can't even begin to imagine how and why and whatever else. Okay, it's going to come from just nowhere, and it's going to be beautiful. So just surrender to the divine. Just keep doing your thing. Don't be exhausted. Follow your heart. Be happy. This is your birthday month. Be happy. And where is it that you're going to see maximum changes in the month of February? And you get marriage. Oh. All right. So for some of you out there, this is that time, the time of reckoning. You really, really have to work on your relationship. Otherwise, you may have a tower moment coming up. All right. So whatever it is that you feel, if the marriage is important, do your bit and speak up. Try and iron things out. Otherwise, part ways amicably, whichever way it is. But your stress is here, so don't close your eyes. Things are going to work for you. Just follow your heart and be true to yourself, and be true to the person that you love. All right. Sometimes loving someone doesn't mean holding them and keeping them with you. Sometimes you got to let them go, because that is what's best for you and for them. This is for those of you who need to actually walk away from something, from your partnership. All right. It's not for everybody, so just use your discernment. If there's a time specific question on your mind, bring it to your focus, and you will get it by June. Anytime between now when you come to the reading and June, whatever it is that you're waiting for is going to come to you. All right. Now, last but not the least, if there's an urgent question on your mind, think about it. And the angels are going to be ready to give you an answer before my stomach grumbles again. And you ready? The answer is peaceful resolution. So this is beautiful. So if you're worried about speaking your truth to whoever it is, whether it's someone from your past, someone new, someone you're in a relationship with, rest assured, with surrender to the divine and the hawk spirit, there is going to be a peaceful resolution. This is the best thing, best way of ending a reading, that all is going to be well. So don't worry about anything, my dear Aquarians. Have a wonderful birthday. Enjoy the party. Just take care of yourself. At the end of it, that's all that's important. Take good care of yourself. Sending you lots of good wishes, lots of love and light. Bye bye. See you at the end of the month with your other predictions.